Alright, folks, we are back playing Criminal Case Save the World, where in Chapter 3, Daria Charanova was killed by a vodka bottle, and the killer was Liam Hall, the British guy. Let's go on to Darkness Descends 1. Jacob, good job of arresting Liam Hall for the murder of Daria Charanova. But we still need to determine whether the victim succeeded in selling any of Cosmos' classified information. It'd be a lot easier if my mother would just tell us what information Daria had access to, Jacob. Thinking about it, the MGB does have all of Cosmos' employees under surveillance, so perhaps it wouldn't hurt if we had a little chat with Anya about my mother. Good idea, Marino. Also, we need to find out who sent Daria that email offering her $5 million in exchange for classified information. I recon we should have a chat with Liam, Jacob. After all, Daria confided him about the information drop-off. Who knows what else she might have told him. Let's do this. Oh, this is actually really interesting. They're actually using something else instead of, well, at least 3 pictures of suspects. It's actually started in World Edition. He's wearing a prison uniform this time around. Liam, what can you tell us about Daria's attempt to sell classified information? What was the first time she tried to leak information from Cosmos? It was the first drop-off that she asked me to do, but I knew she'd done others in the past. How do you think she funded of encounters? This drop-off was supposed to be the biggest yet, but Daria knew she was under surveillance by the MGB. It was too risky for her to carry it out herself. That's why she asked me to do it. And what about the buyer? Do you know who was supposed to pick up the briefcase? I have no idea. All I can tell you is that Daria carried out the previous drop-off in the Red Square. Red Square, eh? Well, let's head back there to see if we find any clues about our mystery buyer, Jacob. Mystery buyer, interesting. Now Anya, Ivanova. Anya, I heard you're the best MGB agent in town, so I'm sure you gathered plenty of information on my mother, Natasha Romanova. Natasha is under surveillance, of course, but I can't tell you any more than that. The MGB doesn't release its secrets to the Forging organizations. The Bureau is admitting that we need your help, Anya. Wouldn't it look good if you helped us pin down a criminal? Well, I suppose I could give you some non-classified information, Sergeant Jacob. I was telling Natasha about half an hour ago, but I lost her in the subway. If you head there now, you might be able to pick up her trail. And here, take this money to help your investigation. Bringing down a corp government official would definitely stand out in my resume. Nice. Love it. Alrighty. Now let's go on to the Red Square. And then later we'll catch the subway station. I know it's quite been a while to do this, but yeah. Candles. Red Star. Christmas bag. Obviously gonna be something. Where are the pancakes? Oh, there they are. Well, this isn't a zoomed up image, which made it harder for me to actually do this. You found a bag full of Christmas stuff, Jacob. Great, that'll save me some Christmas shopping. I'm just kidding, of course. You want to look through the bag? Let's get started. 20%. Alright, that's gonna be quick. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. A coat. Thorn. That's interesting. No sign of my mother, but I'm positive this shoe you picked up belongs to her, Jacob. Honestly, she's the only woman in Moscow who dare to wear high heels in ice and snow. I bet she lost it while she was giving Anya the slip. You think we should vacuum up and sample that dirt in that shoe? Let's do it then. You're right. Well, at least we don't have to worry about an ad this time around. If there were to be an ad, I'll probably may want to cover it up or cut it out, like I always do. Oh wow, what is that? Great, you found a... What's that thing you found in the bag of Christmas stuff, Jacob? Oh, it's a key card, and you're right, it has Daria's name on it. Well, I have no clue what it could unlock, but you're right. Elliot might. Let's send the key card quick. Alrighty. What you got in store for us, Elliot? Now that. Great job, Jacob. You collected a sample of the dirt from my mother's high heel. Let's put it under the microscope to see if it can shed any light on her movements. Honestly, a bit surprised we're actually doing the molecules instead of the setting it to Lars. Alrighty. Nope, that's not it. Looks like an M. What does the microscope report say about the substance in my mother's shoe, Jacob? So the substance was dirt, no surprise there, but it also contains flakes of metal. Metal flakes were made of an old aluminum composite that was used to build space shuttle. What's that, Jacob? Right, there's an old space shuttle in Gorky Park. We need to head there immediately. Alrighty. Let's go. No time to waste. Soccer ball, game controller, briefcase, probably gonna be something, lollipop, boomerang, bench, sword, speaker, grasshopper, desk. Briefcase you picked up has my mother's name on it. If there's anything we can pin on her, I'm sure it'll be inside. You're a whiz of decoding these things, so I'll let you unlock the briefcase. Okay, let's go. Ooh, wow, this is gonna be tough. Never mind. Oh, shoot. That one mistake. Check out all these folders in my mother's briefcase, Jacob. I agree. We don't have hours to spend trying to figure it out what they contain. Ellie will get the job done. Let's send it to him. It's definitely the tech wizard. Alright guys, see you guys in 9 hours. This is Galaxy Nail 2026. Over and out. Alright folks, we are back. Let's go ahead and get the results. This key card you found unlocks a bank vault, Jacob. Though obviously, even with the key card, only Daria herself could access the vault. But being the genius that I am, I managed to find the bank account linked to the vault, and what I found inside is going to make your day. Daria received a payment of $500,000 in July, then $700,000 in September, and another $500,000 in November. You're right, Jacob. It's not quite $5 million mentioned in the email Daria received. Maybe that's just the beginning. Well, each payment came from a company called Global Flux Ltd, which claims to be the Logitech's firm. I was a bit confused about why a logistic company would be paying Dara so much. Then I realized that our new recruit might have some ideas. Hello, Jacob. During my investigation into Sombra, I encountered a number of Alices. The group uses them to hide their financial transactions, among other things. And Global Flux Ltd is one of Sombra's aliases. So now we know that Daria was leaking Cosmos' classified information to Sombra. That doesn't bond well, Jacob. Sombra seems to crop up everywhere. What on earth could they want with information about Russia's space program? You're right, Natasha won't tell us anything, but there's one other person who might know information about our victim's soul, Nikolai. Jacob, if you don't mind, I would like to come with you. I'm sure a nervous little guy like Nikolai will crack as soon as he lays eyes on me. Okay. Not too shabby. Now Natasha's files. Good news, Marina. These documents put your mother in the clear. Wait, what? That's not possible, Jacob. I know what my government officials are like here in Russia. They're all as corrupt as each other, just like at your victim. Honestly, Marina, I take a look at the folders, and if you got it all wrong, Natasha's actually working to bring down a corrupt organization. These folders are full of documents detailing the illegal activities of one of Cosmos' contactors. Natasha realizing they were spying off government money, and she's assumed enough proof for a criminal investigation. But I know my mother, Jacob. If she's doing something good, then it's no doubt for the wrong reasons. I thought I had issues with my parents, Jacob. I do not have issues with my parents. I promise you that everything my mother does is for personal gain, Jacob, and I'll prove it. Let's go talk to her. The head of Cosmos and Marina's mom. First, let's go and talk to Nikolai. Sharapov. We have discovered a breach in Cosmos' security, little man. You need to tell us what you know now. A security breach? This is terrible news, Sergeant Jacob. It could be a disaster for Cosmos' projects. In fact, it could be disastrous for the world. Right, so you better tell Sergeant Jacob everything. If you don't want my fist in your face, pal, tell us what information Daria Charanova has access to. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I can't, Sergeant Jacob. The scientists simply don't have access to Cosmos' classified data. But I truly appreciate your efforts to protect the space program, Sergeant Jacob, so please let me offer you a burger and don't let him hit me. I guess the invitation didn't really work on that guy, Jacob. You know, I'm not sure I am cut out for this whole interrogation thing just yet. But if you find any weapons you want me to take a look at, I'll be at the office. Okay, new recruit. And now, the one and only head of Cosmos. We hear you're in the process of bringing down a corrupt organization, Mother. Why don't you tell us what it is in for you? There's no need for such speculatism, darling. As a government official, I'm obliged to report the misuse of public funds. So the government only turns a blind eye to its own corruption? Is that it? Marina, I do wish you get over this personal vendetta against the government. Get over it? Bringing down the Russian president almost got me killed. Well, you did overreach a little, considering it was just a student project. Anyway, that's all in the past now, and thank you for my returning to my files. I'd like to have this, Jacob. What is that? Surely you cannot believe my mother over me, Jacob. She is corrupt. I know it. Just you wait and see. I'm with Marina on this one, Jacob. All I know about corrupt Russian government officials, and I don't have a good feeling about Natasha. See, even this blockhead agrees with me. Thank you, would have been enough. Anyway, thanks to Jacob, we know this classified information which at Daria leak was brought by Sombra. We don't know why Sombra wants information relating to Russia's space program or what it plans to do with it. Which is why it's imperative that Sergeant Jacob finds out exactly what documents Sombra has obtained. What we've seen is what Sombra is capable of. Their grand debut almost saw me killed. Their affiliation with the Prometheans and the sword spread terror across Europe and the Sahara. Whatever they're plotting now, it's current that we stop them, Jacob. We just had our word from Natasha. Cosmos' international Security Service has reported suspicious activity in St. Petersburg. If we're to stay hot on Sombra's trail, there's no time to lose, so get ready because we're putting you on the next flight to St. Petersburg. Alrighty, that is going to be it for Darkness Descends number 1. We will see you guys on Case 14, aka the second case of Russia. This is Galaxy Nail 2026, over and out.